Hello and welcome to Make and Drink. My name's Derek, and today we're going to make and drink a very special drink. We're going to be doing an Irish coffee from the Buena Vista in San Francisco, California. The Buena Vista is one of my favorite locations in all of San Francisco and is a must visit for anyone exploring the city for the first time. The bar opened in 1916, but the first Irish coffee they made there was not until 1952. For this one, you'll need some heavy cream, coffee, sugar, and Irish whiskey. And for coffee, any medium roast will do. Something with chocolate notes would be best, maybe something from Colombia. All right, so the first thing I wanna do is I wanna preheat my mug. We wanna make our coffee and our mug as hot as possible because we'll be taking Irish whiskey and some cream, which are room temperature, and adding to that later, which is going to cool down our drink. So I'm just taking this tulip glass and I'm gonna add a little bit of my boiling water. And I'll just set this aside. All right, when it comes to coffee, use any coffee you want, use any machine you want. I'm gonna do a pour over right now using the James Hoffman pour over V60 recipe. So I already measured and weighed everything out. I'm looking to make 220 grams of coffee. I'll just let that bloom. This step right here is definitely not necessary to do a pour over. If you have a machine that can make, really hot coffee, then just go for that. Just looking for 220 grams on my scale. There we go. So I'll let my coffee finish over here. Now, if you've never seen how the Buena Vista makes their Irish coffee, you should definitely check that out. I'm sure there's videos on YouTube, but there's definitely some on Instagram. They line up 5 to 10 glasses, they pour the coffee in with the sugar cubes, and they're sort of like pushing all the coffee to each one and then topping it with some Irish whiskey. I don't really love using sugar cubes. I tend not to keep them on hand. So if you don't have sugar cubes, you can just use 2 teaspoons of sugar. So 1 teaspoon of sugar is equal to 1 sugar cube. Okay, so we're ready to start building our drink. I'm just gonna dump the water. And to our glass, I'm just gonna add 2 teaspoons of just white sugar. Okay, our coffee's ready now. The Buena Vista, they don't really measure this. You can measure this, and I'll actually put the exact recipe in the description in the comments below. But I wanna do it by sort of sight because we wanna have our sugar, our coffee, we need to save some room for our whiskey, and then of course we're gonna have some heavy whipping cream over the top. So we need to make sure that we have room for all of those, which is why I don't like to measure exactly. So the first thing is we can go ahead and put some of our coffee inside. That's about good for me. And then we're just gonna stir in our sugar. Okay, now for our Irish whiskey, I will measure this out just so we can make sure we have 1.5 ounces. Okay, next we're gonna add some heavy cream to our tins. Now, I also don't like to do the exact amount here. It's harder to make the whipped cream if you use too little. So I like to put in probably about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup. We will have extra. But like I said, you don't need to measure this out. Now the Buena Vista, I think they actually blend theirs, then they put it into shakers and they shake them as needed, but we're just gonna shake this for 30 seconds. Okay. Sometimes it's the simplest things. Man, it's so good. It's a perfect morning cocktail. God damn, those are delicious. Look at that. It's so good. It's one of those drinks where you're gonna have the impulse is gonna be to mix it together. Don't mix it together. Don't mix it. You're gonna get that whipped cream. That's gonna be the first thing you taste, followed by the Irish whiskey, followed by the coffee and the sugar. And it's just like this balanced, delicious drink. All right, that's it for this one. This was the Irish coffee from the Buena Vista, which is one of my favorite places in all of San Francisco, and something you have to check out. Get yourself 1, 2, or 3 of these things. They're delicious. They're something you can definitely get carried away with sitting at the bar, watching the amazing bartenders at the Buena Vista. So cheers. It's a perfect Christmas morning drink for me. Christmas morning, New Year's morning, or just any sort of wet, cold morning. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe, give us a comment, and otherwise, we'll see you on the next one. Tell you what, that said Irish whiskey. It's not, don't want to mess around with it. Get Irish whiskey, whatever kind you like, but I wouldn't try bourbon or anything else. Just make it like this. Just do it one time, see if you like it. You're gonna like it. It's good. It's one of the best. I'm gonna finish it right now.